So the things we want to talk about today is, why do you want a soil test? What's the real reasons for soil testing? Is a soil test necessary? What do I learn from a soil test? How do I conduct a soil test? And lastly, what do I do with the results of my soil test? Why should you soil test? Soil testing provides an estimate of the plant available nutrients in the soil. It's an essential tool for creating your fertilization program. Is a soil test necessary? Surely not, but it can help you spend your lawn care dollars effectively to maximize results and promote a healthy lawn. So if you went to the doctor and you had a blood test done and you looked at your vitamin profile and you saw that you were not D deficient, would you go out and get a vitamin D supplement and start taking it? No. Same thing applies to your lawn. Macronutrients, micronutrients, pH, things like that. You're not going to put your money into making adjustments or putting certain nutrients into your soil that you don't need. Let's concentrate our money on things that we may be deficient in, things that could improve our soil and improve our turf. So what are the reasons for soil testing? We can gain knowledge about the soil condition and how to improve it. Fertile soils are necessary to grow healthy crops. It is the first step in soil fertility management. We can minimize our fertilizer expenditures, we can avoid over-fertilization, and we can avoid soil degradation. Okay, so you may ask, what do we learn from a soil test? Some important things we can learn from a soil test is our pH. Is it acidic or is it alkaline? We can learn about our macronutrient levels, phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium. If you don't need phosphorus, let's not put it down. In fact, a lot of states don't allow phosphorus applications unless you've conducted a soil test and you can show that it's deficient. We can learn about micro and secondary nutrients. We can learn about our soil texture, and we can learn. My neighbor's banging. It's every time I come out here to film something, this is what happens. Hear it? All right, so let's just work around that. So in any case, you can learn about secondary and micronutrients. We can learn about our soil texture, and a lot of people focus a lot on organic content. So in any case, when we get our samples of results, we can smartly use that data to target the applications that we need to apply our lawn and maximize our dollars. So let's go back to the vitamin analogy. Are you going to go out and buy $50 worth of vitamin D3 when your body isn't calling for it? No, you're wasting your money. But if your lawn's calling for phosphorus, then we should do a phos app. If it's not, let's concentrate on the other macros and micros that it may be deficient in. Are we going to do a pH adjustment to your lawn to maximize uptake of nutrients without knowing what the pH is? No, we're going to waste a ton of money trying to adjust pH. So, you know, a soil sample is very useful, especially these days with inflation. I think it's a great way to take stock of the condition of your soil and what you can do to maximize your dollars to maximize your turf. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how to conduct a soil test. The first thing you need to do is select the test kit or laboratory that you want to use. There's a lot of DIY test kits, such as the Yard Mastery kit, which I'll be using again today. It's convenient. It's in conjunction with a well-known lab testing service. They send the kit to you. It has very complete instructions. It's easy to gather. It's easy to put the sample in the sample container, and return postage goes out. You'll get an email back when your analysis is done. You'll get the results, and you'll also get some product recommendations on what they suggest that you apply to your lawn. Now, of course, this particular test that I'm using is in conjunction with Yard Mastery. They're going to suggest, hey, use this product, use that product, buy it from us. It's our product. Okay, you can make that decision on your own. There's reciprocal links below, but I've also included links to other soil tests. Okay, there's the Soil Savvy. There's, like I said, My Soil with Yard Mastery, and there are a lot of collegiate labs that you can pack your own sample up in a paper bag. You can put it in an envelope and you can mail it to them with their form that you can download, and you can get the results. Now, when I get my results back, am I going to use all Yard Mastery products? Not necessarily. If you guys go back and look at my videos on this channel, I use a lot of different products from a lot of different manufacturers. So it kind of depends. I look at prices, I look at how much material I need, and I kind of make a smart, I usually make a smart decision. There's also a lot of debate over what labs use what test methods. Let's not get bogged down in that. My suggestion is that if you do an annual sample, it's probably best to use the same vendor or lab so you get consistent results, so you can see how your soil is changing over a period of time. If you jump to a different lab and they use a different test method, it's possible you're going to get a result that's going to be more varied than what you would have gotten if you had used the same lab with the same test method. Again, I'm not a chemist, that's just my opinion. So in any case, like I said, I've provided more than one option in the notes. One of them, yes, is the Yard Mastery that I'm using, but you don't have to use that. Pick one of the other ones, or go search the internet and find one that you like, or even your local soil conservation district that may be in your county or state. You can call them and say, hey, where should I send my sample to? And that's not a bad idea either. So it's very simple to conduct a test. It's basically 9 steps. You're going to collect the representative samples from each zone of your property. So if, let's just say you have the typical house, you're going to go front, rear, left, and right side. You can collect the sample with a soil probe, or you can use a shovel. If you use a shovel, you're going to dig a section of your lawn out, and you're going to collect the soil from the bottom of the root zone. Step 3 is you're going to mix the samples into a homogeneous mixture. It doesn't matter if the soil is damp or dry. You're going to remove any organic debris that you can find. If you have blades of grass in it, or twigs and things like that, they should be removed. You're going to fill the supplied sample scoop. You're going to pour the sample scoop volume into the sample container. You're going to seal the sample container, take note of the sample ID, and register online if you have not already done that. Pack the sample and mail it in the supplied envelope. Okay, team. So I had to refilm this part because I'm not the great videographer, and I had a big glare on my lens, which was right on my head, so it looked pretty bad. So anyway, just to recap, I used this Yard Mastery test kit again this year. Like I said earlier, I like to stay consistent because of the different labs and the different methods that those labs may be using. What am I going to do with these sample results when I get them back? I'm going to be concentrating on what my soil is showing as deficient. It could be I need to do a pH adjustment again. It could be that I need to do a phosphorus adjustment. We'll find out. One of the benefits of using something like a Yard Mastery is they'll recommend products. Yes, it's their products. Do I always use Yard Mastery products? I try everything. I'm a big fan of Lesco. I'm a big fan of Anderson's, and if you go and look at my channel, you'll see that I'm not pushing a particular vendor or product. That's not what this channel's about. I just have some fun making videos, and that's pretty much it. So what is going to be my first application? You know, subscribe to the channel, come back, and we'll find out in a couple weeks when I get my results. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to say is soil sampling is relatively easy. It can be done in a few minutes. You don't have to have a soil probe. You can use a spade, you can use a shovel. Go out, grab those representative samples, mix them together, fill your scoop, put it in your sample container, get it into the mailing package, get it mailed, and see what your results are. Spend your money wisely this year. It's not hard, it's simple, and it's very interesting to see how you can improve your soil to improve your lawn. Just don't go blindly running out to the big box store and throwing down a product because the bag looks cool or it says it's going to make your lawn green. Because you can probably concentrate your dollars on a couple products that will do more for you for less money and give you a lot of satisfaction. So get out there, get it done, and I hope to see you guys later this season on lawn journeys. Oh, and one thing I wanted to add is spring's come a little bit early here in Jersey. We have daffodils open, and it's only the beginning of March. See you guys soon.